70 şoförü var.
Kiring-kiring mo. Kiring-kiring mo ko. Ketchup daw.
Ketchup daw.
Bring the EKG machine to room 11. EKG machine to room 11.
First, I want to introduce myself, and my name is Sean Skelton, and I'm very real. And unfortunately, this is also very real. I didn't know what else to do other than to just come on live and show everybody what my body is going through at all wakening hours of my day. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody online and my friends and family that have reached out and prayed, because I think that's the only thing we have going for us right now is a prayer. And on Monday, well, let's just say I don't know what's happening to my body, okay? It's a good question to me as it is for you, but I know that on Monday, I was a very functioning person, zero medical issues. I work every day. I've been a CNA for 25 years, and I love my patients. I love my job. I got the COVID vaccine, the Moderna, on January the 4th. On Tuesday, I had mild flu-like symptoms. I went to work. Stomach pains and diarrhea, some, on Tuesday, normal flu-like symptoms. Wednesday, I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't able to go to work. My tongue began to spasm out of control. By Thursday morning, I was in full body convulsions. When I get upset, they get a lot worse. But for the most part, this is my typical day. This is right now. I've even taken 2 Valiums. And this is how much my body just controls to move. And I know I have a lot of support, but a lot of you people on Facebook are really mean. I didn't ask for this. And how do you just wake up one day and your whole world is wrong and it's upside down and no one helps you is beyond me. I can't make sense of it. I can walk, but my legs just bounce. I try to stay positive. I joke around. And I know a lot of you are probably going to be jealous that I have better dance moves than you when I stand up. And that's just me trying to be positive. But tomorrow's just to go to somewhere in Eastern Kentucky and I think get a shock treatment. But I just appreciate everybody's prayers. Do you want to help me get up and walk? I'm just exhausted. It's exhausting for your body to constantly go like this. But it is what it is, and I don't know how else to prove that I'm real. And thank you for your prayers. And there's nothing that would convince me that this is not from the Moderna vaccine. And I'm done.
In America, a video of a woman suffering convulsions after receiving a coronavirus jab has fanned safety fears. You may find the images coming up now disturbing. Brent Griner's mother received the Pfizer vaccine. This was in Louisiana at the start of January. According to her son, she hadn't experienced any kind of health issues prior to having the shot. Griner described his mother's condition in an exclusive interview with RT.
I got it. Just video.
She said that the day afterwards she woke up with a headache, and she's had the headache every day since until today. Today's the first day she hasn't had a headache. But she started noticing the seizure-like movements in her leg, in her left leg first. And it was 3 days afterwards. And she was admitted to the hospital about 4 days with she had no control over her legs when she was trying to walk. Doctors said they think it's the metals in the vaccine that is causing her to have the neurological reaction.
Well, Pfizer has not confirmed the case and said it was investigating. But it's not the first time concerns have been raised over the safety of the jab. Norway is currently investigating the deaths of dozens of elderly people who recently received the vaccine. Griner, again, says that the response he received to his video suggests that his mum's case isn't a one-off.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. In this video, I just want to cover how the disingenuousness of the mainstream media and the medical establishment seems to be unbounded. Seems to know no bounds. Look at this. People are having these side effects, just huge circles on their arm. And they're saying it's not dangerous. They're saying that this isn't an example of people being harmed by the vaccine. Look at this headline. COVID arm rash seen after Moderna vaccine. Annoying but harmless, doctors say. This just really pisses me off in a number of reasons. First off, they're calling it COVID arm. Why are they calling it COVID arm when it's a response to the vaccine? This is a reaction to the vaccine. People are getting injected, and then right around there, a big circle is appearing. This is a USA Today article. The same people who brought you the piece called Defeat COVID-19 by Requiring Vaccination for All. It's not un-American, it's patriotic. Alternate title, Compulsory Vaccination for Everyone is the Only Way to Defeat COVID-19. By the way, let's look at the Moderna safety study here. This is straight from the FDA website, fda.gov/media/144434/download. Table 19 shows that 94.5% of people had adverse reactions after one of the two shots, or both of the shots. So that's 14,338 out of 15,176. 92% of people had a local adverse reaction. That's what this would be classified as, a local adverse reaction. Now, I don't know if they're calling this severe or not. You can see here that grade 3, which also means severe, 9.1% of people get a grade 3 solicited injection site reaction. That's severe reaction. That's what grade 3 means.
At least 273 deaths, 9,845 adverse events in the U.S. after COVID vaccination so far, CDC data. The deaths reported by the Vaccine Injury Tracking System for the U.S. CDC mostly occurred within 48 hours of the vaccine being administered. This is on LifeSite.news, or LifeSite News. So, the VAERS, the Voluntary Surveillance System, picks up only around 1% of vaccine injuries, a 2010 report by Harvard researchers found. Also, there's more than 273 deaths so far, evidently, because this is the VAERS, the Medic Alerts 329 cases where vaccine COVID-19 and patient died. So you can see that this 33 pages, and there's 10 on each page. So now we're up to 329 evidently. So I looked at this first page, it's 10 people that died, and half are Moderna and the other half are Pfizer-BioNTech deaths. So the deaths following COVID-19 vaccine tracked by VAERS, most of which occurred within 48 hours, include those of 177 people who received Pfizer's jab and 95 were given the Moderna vaccine. New data will be published by VAERS every Friday. So a 28-year-old man with no pre-existing conditions or listed medications was found unresponsive at work in New Jersey 2 weeks after getting the Pfizer vaccine in December. One report relates. He was pronounced dead. In Arizona, an 88-year-old woman with arthritis and high blood pressure experienced initial pain in the back of the head and extreme headache and vomiting after taking the Pfizer. She went into a coma and was intubated, her write-up reads, adding that she had a hole drilled in her skull to relieve pressure. Lots of bleeding and brain aneurysm led to death approximately 14 hours after initial symptoms. And then there's a whole list of people that have died from this. And also 8 unborn babies, many of them late term and otherwise healthy, also were miscarried or stillborn soon after their mothers received the Pfizer vaccine. Well, that's lovely. According to VAERS, Pfizer has warned that pregnancy should be excluded before vaccination. So yeah, not a good idea to do this if you're pregnant. VAERS also reports dozens, if not hundreds, of debilitating non-fatal reactions to the vaccine, including seizures, cardiac arrest, and hemorrhage. The vaccine makers, as well as the FDA, have total immunity from liability-related injuries caused by the vaccines, and there are few legal remedies for victims or their families.